Amen, to look at some things that is very interesting when it comes to the law of process. Amen. So as we look at it tonight, this is what we're focusing on, the law of process. Amen. You see, it says here that leadership develops daily, not in a day. This is what we have to understand, that leadership develops daily, not in a day. And we need to understand, for example, looking at a baby. It takes 9 months, 40 weeks for a baby to be developed. It means that it happens over a period as the baby is growing in the womb of its mother. The baby is being developed daily. As a matter of fact, you look and you will see that according to Genesis, that God took 7 days to create the entire world, 7 days. I mean, knowing God, he's all powerful, he's wonderful, he's mighty. God could just use 1 day and do everything. But the Lord took 7 days, showing the law of process, that I'll do this today, this the next day. And it shows that it is very important and imperative for us to understand that we will not get there overnight. We will get there over time, and it is God's perfect will for us not to get there. I was sharing with someone a few days ago that I was just looking at my life and analyzing some things, and I realized that many years ago, there are some things I just didn't understand. Even when I was growing up, there's some things I just didn't understand. But when I look back, some of the things I didn't understand, I realized it was for a reason why I didn't understand at that point in time. Because believers, there are some things that God will allow you to understand at a certain time. If you understand it before time, then it creates a problem, because you have to go through the law of process. You have to go through the law of process. Someone may be wondering, how is it that your life is the way it is? I must say that sometimes some things that we're experiencing is God's perfect will. And we're going to work on some things in a little while here. So we want to develop tonight, and let it be quite clear that leadership develops daily. Every day we should climb a little and a little. That's why it's very important that everyone has a calendar of activities and routines and things that you plan to do, so you can measure your day. You know that I'm getting up and this is my time, but between this time and this time I'm gonna pray. It's gonna be my prayer time, then it's gonna be my reading time, then it will be my exercise time before I go to work. This is what I will do. This is my routine. A matter of fact, for the month of November, I'll be taking on the book of Romans. I'll be doing Romans. So for the month of November, I want to do 2 chapters per day, 5 chapters, 6 chapters per day. And this is how I'll do it. 3 in the morning, 3 in the night. And this is it because I want to make sure that I develop daily. And I just don't want to read it, I want to know it. So while I'm reading, I will make some notes, because I want to develop. And since I want to move from where I am to where I want to go, there's something I got to do, and it takes daily. It takes daily effort for me to get it done accordingly. All right, we move forward and we look at it. It says here that what matters most is what you do over the long haul. So just don't think about doing things just today. Just think about what you'll do over the long haul. I'm going to do this over a period of time. This is it. So think about reaching there at a certain time, instead of saying it's going to be now, everything today. Believers, there are some things, friends, that you will never get done today. There are some things you have to plan it out, how you're going to get it done. You want to build a house, you will never be able to do that in a day. You have to think about how long will it take you? How long will it take for you to get it done? And you work that out. So we understand here that what matters most is what you do over the long haul. And for persons who don't like to take to get things done over a long time, then you have to understand, you have to reprogram your mind. Champions don't become champions in the ring. They are merely recognized there. Someone will say, what are you talking about? I mean, he became a champion when he knocked that guy out. That's when he became the champion, and he got his title and he got his belt. The reality is, as it says, they are merely recognized there. For you to be a champion, it took some work. As a matter of fact, you have to work in advance For most of those successful players you find and those persons who do well in sports, what you see on the field or on the track, it is as a result of preparation. They work very hard night and day before that moment, before that day, before that minute. For example, what I'm giving you tonight, I mean, it's just no, in 15, 20 minutes, you'll get all of this. But the reality of it is that I took time to prepare this, time to read, time to gather to make sure that I'm ready for you tonight. So it is with preaching. A preacher he spends time studying and reading and gathering information, fasting, praying, seeking the face of a living God. And all of that goes into a moment. And you hear a man of God or a woman of God and say, oh, that person can preach so well, prophesy so well, sing so well, do this so well. But what you're hearing that moment is as a result of work being done beforehand. It's called the law of process. It takes time for you to get ready for where you're going. A matter of fact, the bride comes to the wedding and you say, oh, she's so beautiful. She looks so nice. But that bride was being prepared months in advance, from selecting the wedding dress to make sure it fits well and it is the right one. And then the day of preparation, hours before the appointed time, she would be there preparing herself for the moment to walk down the aisles to meet her husband. It is preparation. It's the law of process. If you want to win in life, you have to make sure that this law is big on your list, that it will take time for you to be fully developed, but you are willing to put in the time because you want to reach, you want to get there, you want to get your degree, you want to get your doctorate. You want to be successful. If you're hungry for it, as Les Brown said, you got to be hungry. If you want to be successful, you got to be hungry. And if you're hungry, you have to make provision in advance. As a matter of fact, I mean, before you get there, one of the worst things is when you reach a state where you're so hungry and there's nothing around. But you know you're going to get hungry. Plan in advance. Put some things in place so that when you're hungry, you have something there.